Hello everyone, my name is Otavio and this is the Galilean Library, and today I'm here with a review of The People in the Trees by Hanya Yanagihara. Set in the 1950s, The People in the Trees is a mock memoir, and it follows a young doctor called Norton Perina as he signs on with an anthropologist on an expedition into an island nation in the Pacific called Uivu. In this island they are to look for a rumored lost tribe. They not only find the tribe, but also a group of forest dwellers called the Dreamers, who have incredibly long lives. They also grow extremely more senile the older they get. Perina makes the connection between their longevity and a turtle that only exists in the island. He kills one of these turtles and brings the remains back to the United States, where he is able to prove his theory that the turtle, in fact, provides anyone who consumed its flesh with something very close to immortality. However, this immortality comes at a great price. With his discovery, he also gets worldwide fame and even a Nobel Prize. After being accused and convicted of heinous crimes, he sets on to write a memoir retelling everything that happened, from his journey into Uivu to his incredible discovery and everything thereafter. Now don't worry, none of the information that I've just conveyed will spoil the story whatsoever. Everything is included in the synopsis and in the first few pages of the book. Full disclaimer though, it's a very dark story and it deals with some very dark things, so if you're not comfortable reading about rape and racism and many even darker things, this is not the book for you. So with all of that in mind, the premise of this book is a 5-star for me. The plot is intricate, but in a very different way. Yanagihara commits deeply to the fact that this is a memoir written by a fictitious doctor, and it's also edited by one of his most esteemed colleagues. And the editing itself gives a lot to this story. Every single editing decision, every single footnote adds so much to the subtlety of this book. The intent of the memoir and the motivations of the writer and editor give a lot of detail on the story as well. Those structural things by themselves tell a lot about this tale to the same extent that the actual story within, and that is fantastic. The pace suffers a bit in some areas because there are some duller moments. However, even in those moments, Yanagihara never misses the chance to give meaning and subtlety to the ultimate tale that she's trying to convey here. So plot and pace, 4 stars. And with this intricate structure of the story itself, of the memoir, we also get some extra depth to the characters. So Norton and his colleague, the editor, have really well developed personalities, and their intentions are not always clear, but there's always so many hints at it that you just cannot miss it. Their intentions are behind everything, every single world, every single detail of this story, so they are extremely complex characters, extremely well developed, that you don't get to know completely, but because there's always something more to them that's not even in this book, but you can tell because the depth is so well conveyed. The other characters are also very well developed, and considering the subtlety in the story and the subtlety in the structure, you can also tell there is much more to them than is being told here, and that also gives them depth to them. You feel they are real people. Now I have to make sure you know though that Norton and the editor, they are both extremely unlikable characters. So if you're looking for a book that makes you empathize with the main characters, this is not the book for you at all. But that does not take away from the story. They are unlikable for a reason. Because the characters are so well done, you don't really feel like them being unlikable is a problem. It's just the way they are. And you believe that because they are believable characters. So 5 stars to characters. Now after discussing how much this book is subtle, how the structure and narrative are so fantastic and develop this story to such great lengths, how can Yanagihara not be a fantastic writer? How can this not be a fantastic tale? I think the writing and storytelling aspect of this book is its biggest strength. It's incredibly well researched, it feels completely real, and it just is fantastic and amazing. You just cannot take Yanagihara's skill for granted. She's a fantastic writer, and with this book she has put herself in my top authors list. I just really enjoyed the writing in this, so 5 stars definitely. Now we come to the end, and without revealing much spoilers, like I said before, you realize that it's a twofold tale. It's a tale told by the structure, the fact that it's a memoir, and the fact that we have an editor that is a character as well. And the other aspect is the actual story that the writer of the memoir, Dr. Norton Perina, is writing. So two fantastic tales here, and they just come together perfectly in the end to a very, very electrifying and shocking end. I'm not going to say more than that, but 5 stars to ending and satisfaction. The average rating then comes to 4.8 stars, making it the highest rated book that I've read this year so far. It can't be really compared to other books that I've rated highly, for example, The Goblin Emperor or Old Man's War, because it's completely different. It's a very different tale. I wouldn't say I like it more than those books, but I can say that it is more structurally sound, and that the skills that took to write this book are incredible, and it can stand on its own. It's a fantastic read, and Yanagihara has done something amazing with this. Like I said before, I would not recommend this book to everyone, so if you're not into the super dark themes, not for you, but if you are into realistic characters and incredible subtlety in storytelling, this is the book for you. Genre-wise, I would say this book is a mix of speculative fiction and literary fiction. So yes, an amazing book written by a fantastic author. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao! In this island, they are to look for a Now, don't worry, nothing. No, okay.